Hello YouTube, Tootie's back. What a bloody day. It's a Sunday, it's got warm again. It's only going to be Tales of the Bloody Booter. Back on the menu, boys. Right, as is customary, not even customary, as is become the norm, more to the point, on this here channel. Bit of tradeage, no giftage, pickups, and the booter, and the bloody boot. So YouTube of the month has been won by none other than Gashead Steve. So I've got a few announcements. I'm all over the shop. It's been a mad afternoon. Yeah, Gashead Steve, YouTube of the month for September. Head over to the vid to see his nominations and nominate for October. Please do. And if any of those that watch this that have been nominated, like I say, get a video made, get it out there, you know, get canvassing. A couple of the things I'm thinking. I have unsubscribed from Retro Gaming Magazine. I meant to say that. Did that couple of week back now. A bit like Rich King Retro, it just walked in on me. I wasn't even reading it. I think there was 1 month where I put it down and it was left sealed. It was not until I shifted some stuff about that I realised it was there, so it's just not worth it. So that's been knocked on the head. The last one I had is the 1942 one. That's it, I think. There could be another one somewhere around here. I think it's 1942 one. There we go. And excellent news. I will be attending Play Manchester in October with, like I say, me and the eldest. Tickets are booked. Tickets are bought. They're here. And yeah, and the ticket's on its way from a very generous source. But more of that later on, eh? Because we've got other stuff to be cracking on with. But yeah, I will be attending Play Manchester, so I am looking forward to it. It's going to be a little bit different for me, obviously, because taking the kid, like, but. Yeah, I'm not going to be hammered. To be fair, the last couple of times I've been too hammered. But yeah, just be for the day, just for the Saturday. So go up Saturday morning and come back, you know, sort of late-ish Saturday evening. That'll be enough. Be enough for me. And like I say, then for next year, my sort of moral conscience will be clear when I go to play Blackpool, because I'd mentioned before. You know, I've been sort of promising the eldest to go a couple of times, and each time you sort of go away and she's like, "Oh, can I come one week?" And it's just bad. As a parent, it's bad. So yeah, it's fits. You know, works out okay. In that respect, and I'll say it's for a day, so if she doesn't like it too much, no great loss there. Anyway, enough of that. What have we found? What have we got? What's been gifted? What's been purchased? Right, we will do the trade with a good friend on here, Paul Griffo, 83X. So Paul had been after, I think probably since last year, I could be wrong, a certain item. I'm pretty sure I'll make a video. Hopefully it's turned up, Paul. So I had a little bit of a joke, sort of, and I think a few people read it or thought it was targeted at them. One of the videos I did, I basically sort of said, you know, make sure you watch to the end of the video, and it was basically to Paul as a joke, which he did. He contacted me. We've worked a trade out. Ooh. So Paul, I mean, I can't remember what. I remember a few of these, and I think he's chucked in a few Bruces as well. I'd sent him over a couple of extra games than what we agreed for. So I'll probably, me being me, I'll just sort of say to him, sort of, if I find anything out or whatever, then, you know, if there's anything you're particularly interested in, then let me know. Because some of these games are cracking games. So a couple of Famicom titles. I think he's had this one before on his channel. I think it only ever plays 2 of the games out of it. It's a Super 8-in-1. I'm pretty sure it only ever plays Gunsmoke and 1944 or Green Beret or something like that. I remember him doing a video on it. This one I have no idea what it is. I can't even read that. Don't know. It doesn't look like an OG one. It looks like a knock-em offer. Don't bother me too much. This one I was really happy to get actually, because I remember playing this in the arcades. It's Karnov. So he is the boss out of Bad Dudes vs Dragon Ninja. Bad Dudes. Yeah, so that's awesome. Off of Paul. That doesn't end there though. There's more. We have some Japanese Saturn. A few of these I think I've got PAL. Well, I know I've definitely got PAL. So Manx TT. Still great to have. Still great to have. Fighting Vipers. Virtua Fighter Remix, which I'm pretty sure they're pretty decent. I can't figure out. I think I might have this. I'm not sure if it's Japanese I've got. This one I'm pretty sure I've got PAL. I think. Virtua Fighter Kids. And then the pick of the bunch, when I seen this one I was absolutely fucking amazed. Thanks to this, Paul, this is brilliant, honestly. It is the deluxe pack of Tana Twinbee. That is awesome. You can't beat a bit of popping Twinbee. So yeah, go and check Paul Griffo out. You know, he's got his arcades. He's got some top end gaming stuff. Chopped and changed a bit with his arcade games. He's gone for his big sit down cabs and now his uprights. But it's, you know, look in the biz. So go and check Paul out. Paul, thanks again. I really appreciate that. Some absolutely brilliant games there. Right, a couple of charity shop. Charity shop grabs. Quid. Steelbook Halo 2. With the sleeve all there. It looks in great condition. I don't even think this has ever been played. I mean, that manual's absolutely pristine. Yeah, I think there's not hardly any wear to this at all. We have. This is a surprise because this one of these charity shops going to never usually has fucking anything, hardly anything. And I see this on the shelf and I was a bit like, whoa, taken aback. Did ask if you got any more? No. So I just grabbed it anyway. So the Zelda Wind Waker sort of double discer, you know, limited edition, the 2 discs, no manual. Now, on closer inspection, I don't know what I'm going to do with this, to be honest. I might try CX6. I can't really eBay it or move it on to one of you guys. It's got the cracks on the discs. I mean, unless someone wants to. The discs themselves don't look too. I've seen worse. Don't look too bad. And then obviously you've got the Ocarina of Time second disc, and again, if I show you, I don't know if you can see them. There's a couple. Yeah, the discs. That one's not too bad. They're not sort of shattered into any of the data area or anything like that. But yeah, I mean, I don't know what I'll do. For a quid though, I thought it's probably worth it for the double case, that quid, if nothing else. So that's all the, that's all the charity shop, you know, and about pickups. I'm just double checking. No else. Oh, this is Gladius. Cube. No, talking of Cube. Talking of my favourite shop. Bit of CXing going on. Bit of CXing. Not quite. This ended up being a great buy actually. It's not Cube. It's not Cube. But I am well happy with it because I took a bit of a punt. So for £8, was it £8 all in, or was it £8 and £2.50 postage? It might have been £2.50 postage. It looks like it's been in a raffle, and I'll show you in a minute. But I got for essentially £8 Street Fighter 2 limited edition or special anniversary, whatever you call it. It all looks like it's, yeah, 15th anniversary. Sorry, that's what it is. Yeah. This is the Akuma version. Akuma. So there you go. So there's a couple of these. There's Chun-Li, Ryu, Ken, M. Bison, or more Balrog. I think there might be another one. But yeah, it looks like it's been in a raffle. I think that's the way you slide it out. So it is supposed to be like that. Yeah, so that's been in a raffle. Someone's won it in a raffle. Not a bad prize. I'll take that off anyway now. Yeah, £8. To be honest, I sort of took a bit of a punt because I didn't even know what it was. It just sort of said something like Street Fighter controller or something. Newbie Tech by Newbie Tech. Yeah, so it just shows you a little bit of blur. But yeah, great. You can get these for the Xbox as well, apparently. And I think the logos are slightly different and whatnot. So we have that. Right. We have one Cube title. I made a bit of a cockle. Technically I got this, but I haven't got it PAL. So I was like, oh shit, I need to remedy that. So I just went through and just checked to see if I had any like Player's Choice, and I think I had 2 that hopefully I've remedied now. But this is the Def Jam Vendetta. Not a very expensive one, and thank fuck it come. It's all complete, it's all there. Yay! Next up, I haven't really seen this very often now because I've said that it'll be appearing all the bloody time, no doubt, on the site. But it is Dora Journey to the Purple Planet. Purple Planet, was it? I'm sure it's Purple Planet. It's one of the kids' play area things. I'm sure it's Purple Planet. Anyway, another one off the list. I'm so happy about this. I know I'll give CX some shit, and I know some people quite like it, but they've come up trumps again on this one. Mega Man Network Transmission, and it is in fantastic condition. Really is. Excellent. So some nice additional cube titles there. I had been, I've done where I bought a couple of games again for the manual. Lara Croft, I think, was one of them. Something else. Now, actually, I should get the other one, shouldn't I? Just to show you. Bear with. Right. These are not cube titles, these are PS2 titles. I've seen this one pop up. I thought, oh, I haven't seen that one before. So I had a quick skiv at it, and I was like, right, I'm fucking getting that bastard. Then I scrolled down, there's another version of it. I was like, I had to credit for, fuck it, I'll get both versions. So one's meant to be a special edition, SE, special edition. So I opened one of them, come through, I was like, that's that absolute brilliant condition. I thought, well, so whoever's traded this one is traded in the special edition one as well. And it is on complete butchers. Mana Kahima, Alchemists of Al-Reves. It's quite unusual in that it's on the side there. Probably a really late release. And it looks a fantastic role-playing game, I must admit. And some of them screenshots just, the whole, just sort of sucks you in, that whole town, But for me, yeah, it's kind of like, that looks awesome. I saw some screenshots, didn't see any gameplay. So I was like, right, well happy with that. Next parcel, opened it up, I'm like, missing a trick here, because I'm sure this looks the exact same fucking game. And, yeah, it is. So I've got 2 copies. So, this one I've kept. I'll just show you that. But I've kept the receipt. I'll just show you. I don't think there's anything there that you can't or you shouldn't see. But it just sort of says, there you go, look, special edition. And the special edition is 20 quid. The normal edition is £12, so they've fucking robbed me of 8 quid here. I'm guessing someone's scanned this through incorrectly. Well, because they must have, because the barcodes are exactly the same. So I don't know what the hell they've done, unless they sent me another wrong copy, which really pissed me off. I don't think that's the case, because I went back and checked and the special edition wasn't available. So yeah, that'll be going back, and I obviously want all my money back off that as well. But It is the CEX roulette of doom, as I keep saying. There's not a great deal you can do about it. The whole taking back to the shop thing works brilliant, so thanks for that, Pat. To be honest, the people in the shops that I've took them back to have been really, really helpful. I was expecting to, to have a right ball out of them. Why are you returning them? What's the matter with them? What's wrong with them? And all that. Nope. Been absolutely fine. No worries. And one of the ladies even refunded me the postage. She said, "Oh, there's a couple of you," and the discs hadn't been that great either. So I'll refund you the postage as well. So I can't knock them for that. It's just a shame. I didn't tell you, did I? I had a spat with them over email, just regarding the whole ordering process and how fucked up it is and how stupid it is that people can go into the shop, buy things. And I specifically worded it in that vein, and they said, yeah, that's what can happen. That's it. So as quickly as so the problem is, unless they push your order through to the shop, someone can go in that interim and buy it, which I knew anyway, but they've admitted it, and there's nothing they can do. Because he said, "Oh, it's not a central store." So it's not. I know it's not a central store, but your website's clearly referencing stock that are in all them stores. So why can't it work back the other way when someone buys something from the website? It flags it at that store, especially if there's only one item. You're not talking like Grand Theft Auto 5 where there's fucking hundreds of them across multiple stores. It won't really matter. We're talking about one item here. But they said no. I said, well, that's rubbish. It's terrible. So yeah, kind of hit a brick wall there, unfortunately. Right. Let's go booting.
Looks like booting. Back on the menu, boys!
I've got to actually rejig a few bits, so just bear with. Oh dear me. It has been a glorious day. As those in the UK will probably know. And I sort of checked the weather report, so I knew it was going to be nice. The boot didn't really reflect that. Didn't really reflect that, unfortunately. Not too much, anyway. I've got a few nice odds and sods. Oh God! Right. So I'm trying to get some semblance of order, as they say. Right. Don't need all that shit. So you can see all that kind of shit before. I need to put that there. Right. I think we are all in order. So my mate was doing. He was standing. And he sort of said to me, "Look, have you got anything you want to sell?" Basically, I said, "Well, yeah, I have got some shit. Not really gaming related, although there was like a box of PS1 sort of not trashy games, but just ones that no good to me. But I had a load of stuff out the shed in the garage, so what we talking like? There's an old stereo, like an old kid's car seat. There was a kid's bike helmets. Shit like that you put in when you have kids. Or you've got a garage or a shed. Shit like that you put in the garage and the shed. And the old woman moved in this house. I don't know what I tell you, but you probably need to know. She don't probably care. There was a shed. They left a shed. They left it like a kid's playhouse, Wendy house. My kid's a little bit old for that. They were a bit too old. Didn't bother with it. The shed was about sort of had it, but they had left loads of stuff in there, like old tins of paint. Sold all them. Because when I pulled out this like big IKEA bag, he went, "What the fuck's that?" There's old tins of paint. He goes, "No fuck is going to buy them," but they did. Okay, only 50p a tin, but there was like a good few tins there. It's just amazing. So yeah, basically a load of old tat, an old jet wash thing that didn't work actually, and stuff like that. But yeah, made a couple of quid. I mean, he was standing, I was sort of looking around and all that kind of stuff. So it's quite nice to drop things back off to him, like look at that. Although there wasn't a great deal, to be honest. So yeah, that's kind of that's how the day was set up a little bit. See James, and James, remember I told you about the car boot last week when I went to the wrong one? He fucking reaffirmed it. He said, "Oh mate, there was Mega CD games, there were Mega Drive games." He goes, but bizarrely, when I watched your video back, a lot of the Mega Drive games that you picked up were the ones this guy had anyway. So it would have been nice to have the Mega CD games. He got a lot of Wii stuff that he'd use as fodder for CX. So yeah, I really did fuck up last week. What are you gonna do? You can't be all places all at once, that's for sure. Right, this week was alright, not great. Turned out at the end, not too bad, which is why it's probably a little bit later, although you're probably not going to realise it from your end. But yeah, it's a bit later because I'll come to that later on. Anyway, how do we get on? There is a fucking story. I really lost my fucking rag, big time. Anyway, one of the complete random one. There's a big old truck van turned up, sorting through stuff. I didn't even ask him. I was with James looking for a box and I suddenly saw this like DS type case in this bag, in a bag that's in a box. So I dug that out and sure enough it is an OG DS. So oh come on. And there's a couple of games, there's Brain Training, some outs, and then this one. And then they had the DS and I thought, open this one, I was like, empty, shit. Oh, it must be the DS. No, the game in the DS was... not Command & Conquer. Another RTS type game. Name escapes me. But the one I thought it might have been was Super Mario 64 DS. This has got everything in it. All the things and the whole lot, no game. So I just said to her, how much you want for it? He went, well, no, 20p. I was like, yeah, I'll take it for 20p. It's worth it for 20p for the box. So I said to the guy, I said, oh, well, you got any more games stuff? Oh, and I think he was a stoner. He was there with his mum and dad. And he was like, oh, I don't know, not sure, don't think so. And then James sort of said, oh, there's some Buzz controllers. Hey, all right. But I walked over anyway, and he walked away. But again, it was one of these ones that just had boxes of shit everywhere. And I looked in this, again, in a bag in the box. And I was like, there's a GameCube there. So there's a GameCube with two other shitty controllers, like third-party Competition Pro. See, this is what I don't get. See, Competition Pro, right? They did some nice. These are pretty good third-party in the 16-bit era. You know, on the Mega Drive and on the Super Nintendo, they did some nice controllers. Competition Pro, and they're just fucking horrid. Absolutely fucking horrid. Anyways, there's all the hookups. OG, nice black OG one, and then the cube. So I kind of like sort of looked at it and I was like, okay. I asked him how much. Oh, it's got an official memory card as well. And I asked him how much it was, and I'm sure he said, "Ooh." No, I said, "Oh, how much is it?" He went, "Oh, I don't know. Make me an offer." I said, "A fiver." I was like, I was thinking about 10. I said, "Look, meet me halfway, 7.50." He was all right. But as I was chatting to him, I opened it up. So I was like, "Yeah, I'll do 7.50." And a tip off of Dunk, Wally Weeble, and they can't refuse it, I don't think, because they do this themselves, is to photocopy. So what I'm going to do is photocopy my insert of Mario Kart, stick it in a case, and take it in, because that's exactly what they do. So there you go. And I might do that with a few of the loose DS games I've got as well. That's what they do anyway. So yeah. But speaking to this like stoner guy, it's fucking hard work. So, oh, have you got any more games? Because he didn't even know he had that. So I'm thinking, there's no point asking because you clearly don't know. But I just sort of said to him, look, if you find any more games, just keep it to one side. And I kept popping back, and then there's nothing there, which is a bit of a shame because I thought you know, given that I might find the case for it or something. None. He goes, oh, I didn't think. Then he remembered. He went, yeah. He goes, I didn't think to bring any of the games. I've got a load of PS2 games. I was just like, fucking guys off his fucking rocker. Absolutely off his rocker. Really late on, and I think I may have missed out on a couple of nice games here as well. This was 2 rows in. I mean, me and James had been up and down them rows a couple of times. This was really towards the end. James had gone next. Like I said, my mate was sort of standing, and I seen these games there, and I sort of said to him, "How much are the games?" He went, "Well, I've just sold £8.50's worth at 50p each." And I was like, "All right." She went, "Yeah, because a guy bought some, and then I found another box, which is what these were in, which is what these are." So she must have had a couple of boxes that she never brought out straight away. So I'd missed out on like a box, and then found the second box. I don't know what was in the first box. I tried to ask her, you know, thinking there might just be 360. She had a couple of 360 games. She said, no, they were definitely the PlayStation 2 ones. I was like, oh, okay. But for 50p each, I didn't even haggle. Resident Evil Dead Aim, they're all in great condition. Yet another Star Wars 2 and another Star Wars video game. And Dynasty Warriors 3. I'm pretty sure I might already have these. But if nothing else, the cases are absolutely immaculate. So I was like, don't know what I missed out on, because I mean, judging by, you know, a couple of Resident Evils in there, Lego ones. See, someone had a bit of half decent taste in games. But there you go. So it can't be everywhere. Can't be everywhere.
Never to let darkness rise again.
Okay. Random £1 pickup. Disney Princess Enchanted Journey on the Wii. Actually, I think it's a couple of quid trading. So, if nothing else, the disc's fucked actually. But they won't count CX anyway, because they're going to have to take it. Yeah. That's a quid. What else do we have? Oh right, okay. We'll leave that one. I'll do this one first. Right. So I think it's James. Yeah, he sort of asked a chap, "Oh, have you got any game stuff?" And he said, "Yeah." And he said, "Oh," and he called me over. He said, "Oh, this guy said he's got some PS2 stuff." So I wandered over, and he said, "Oh yeah, I've got some PS2 and some PS3." So I'll have a look. And to be fair, he pulled out quite a chunk of games, and then I just found all the fucking lizard's eyes on. There weren't that many lizards there, to be honest. But you know, if you ever been to the booty, you get that thing where there's like a surge of people, and a few people go to a car, and everyone else suddenly just gravitates towards it. It's kind of like that. So I had these games, and I was like, because you have to kind of protect your sort of your territory. I know it sounds daft, but I'll come to that in a minute. The point in question. So I sort of sorted through the ones I wanted. I said, I think he said 50p. Has he said 50p? 50p or a pound?
Conquered Lordock once and for all, but the barbarian king resisted.
No, a pound. Pound on the PlayStation.
The power of Imperia.
And £2 on the PS3. It's £8. I didn't even haggle. So £2. Final Fantasy X. Now. Oh, actually, there's a.
Man's destiny would not be denied.
Right, I'm confused now. Because to be fair with this one, oh no, it's an extra game. So it's a double do-back, and obviously I needed a double do-back because my Disgaea case was smashed up. The manual's a bit knackered. But there was a Final Fantasy X2 in there, look.
The Dark God was reborn.
Okay. I didn't even notice that. Stuck underneath there. So Final Fantasy X. We got Resident Evil 4. Very nice. Silent Hill 2 Director's Cut. Now, for those that don't know, Silent Hill Director's Cut was only ever released as Platinum. Yeah, it's fine. So yeah, there's no point ever looking for a black label version because the one don't exist. And the other one I bought, really mainly, just to swap out, is Devil May Cry 3. which again is a double doover. So there we go. Two PlayStation 3 games, Resident Evil 5. Now, a couple of these, and these are in great condition. I've got on the 360, and I've got like the steel book versions, so they'll be swapped out. And Fallout 3. Again, really good condition. So yeah, I kind of picked the best of the bunch really, from what he had. And obviously when I departed, they all sort of swarmed in. Now that, I don't mind. You know, because that's what you do. You know, we're civil. Someone's looking in a box or whatever, hunched over it, you wait your turn. And like Keith sort of said, you look at them thinking, oh please put that down. You don't go wading in, do you? No one, you know, if someone's looking in a box of stuff, you don't go in and barge in. You don't start putting your hand above theirs and digging stuff out. I would hope you wouldn't anyway. Now, there's a long-standing theory that the youth of today are ignorant bastards that would probably do that, and you know, to some degree, depending on the generation you're born up in, you'd probably say, yeah, they are. The youth of today, they're fucking, disrespectful, this, that, and the other. Well, I'll tell you something now. First-hand experience. Some old fucking witch, old hag witch, did exactly that to me today. James was there, a few of the lads were there. A woman come out and she sort of said she's got some PC games. I think I bought a couple off her before. Trying to think. It's the big box PC versions, but she said, "Oh, I've got some more PC games in the box." And I very politely stood by a waitress. She got the box out, put the box on the floor, and it's not a big box. It's only like yay big. Yeah, I'm not the smallest guy, so I'm sort of hunches. I wasn't, I sort of crouched down. You know what I mean, sort of on your haunches. And I shit you not, right? This old fucking hag bag come across, and because I was sort of crouched down, she nudged me. So obviously I wasn't expecting it either. Don't forget. And it nearly knocked me off balance. I know it sounds funny now, and I was like, "What the fuck?" And then she started grabbing at the game. I was like, "Whoa, what's it? Hang on a minute, what are you doing?" She's like, and she didn't say anything. She just looked at me, smiled, and goes, "Fuck off! What are you doing?" I said, "Wait, hang on, you're meant to be, old people. Where's all your respect?" And the woman who was selling it, I was like, "Can you believe what?" And she was like, "Well, car boot rules." I said, "This is not car boot rules. This is fucking disrespectful. This is disgusting for an old person to be doing this." So I'll give her a load of shit. She fucked off in the end, and a few of the lads were like, "What the fuck?" And then later on, because they were ribbing me a little bit, she went and did it to another guy. My mate who collects the old toys, he had a box of toys, and she caught and tried to grab. Obviously, the person sort of said, "Oh, here's some box of toys to look at." So he had the box of toys in his hand, and she put her hand into it. He kept turning around from her, and he just sort of said to her, "You just fuck off." So, honestly, it kind of that thing where you're like, has that really just happened? I was absolutely amazed. If it had been a bloke, he would have got nutted. I'll tell you that much. But another guy come up to me and he said, "Yeah, she does that, and she's come from another car boot, and that's what it's like. It's another car boot which I don't like going to because of that reason. They're fucking savages." And I was like, "Nah, I'm not having that, man." I didn't see her again. But that's fucking wrong. That's a wrong one. So this is going to be the Hag Bag edition. Fucking old witch. And to be honest, there was a load of PC games, load of like RPG, not RPG, kind of like the Dungeons and Dragons, Dungeon Siege type games, which I did play at one point. I picked two out, £2 each one, not cheap. Game of Thrones, just because I like Game of Thrones. It turns out I think that's about all it's worth. But the great buy of it was Operation Genesis. So, for all the hassle and the flack, but I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe that's just fucking, it's so rude, it's such bad manners. Fucking old witch. If he'd been a bloke, he would have got lamped, I'll tell you that much. Right, nearly there now.
The Great War raged between Imperia and Nordock.
Got two more lots. So this one here, I didn't think anything was going to come of this. There's an old bird there with her husband, and she had this box, right? When she was unpacking, it's just it's on the, outside the car, and I noticed that there was a DS case, and I just happened to ask her, so you haven't got any more game stuff, have you? Because the DS case was empty. She went, yeah, in here somewhere, but you'll have to wait for us to unpack. I was like, okay then, and I said, I'll pop back. As I did, and kept popping back every couple of minutes, and she was like, and I looked in the boot, and there wasn't anything left in the boot. And I said, oh, have you managed to find it? And she was like, oh yeah, it's in here. And unbeknownst to me, I was like, you twat. In the box I looked at, where there's this empty case, underneath whatever it was there, I don't know, jigsaw or something, was these particular items that she was talking about. She was, oh yeah, I've got one of them gamey things. And I'm thinking, that's been there all this time, and I've been coming backwards and forwards. All you've been doing is putting together a fucking table and pissing about. I could have bought that there and then at that point. Anyway, so she said, oh, it's here, look, blah, blah, blah. I said, was that it there? She says, yeah. So there was a couple of more empty sort of, the sort of carry cases. And there was this one. Because I was expecting a DS and some games and all that kind of stuff. And no, it is this. So I was like, oh, okay, she opened it up. I was like, oh, right, it's one of these. And as I held it, because I can tell from the, I was like, that's another slim one. That's another ultra slim one. It's got like, actually, it's got a really cool charge. Well, really cool. They must have upgraded the chargers on them now, because they've got like a very small of it. It's not like a big adapter, the older style, a big chunky adapter, which still works. So, yeah, we've got this yet another, whatever model it is. I'm sure it's a 20. I actually haven't checked the model. I'm sure it's another 2300. No, this is a 3003 model. So I had a 2003. This is a 3003. I'll just show you. Look. It's a 3003 model. I don't know what the difference is, but it's newer. So I was like, oh, okay, what are you looking for this for? She's again, oh, I don't know. You make me. I said a fiver. So I was looking for a tenner really. And I said, well, how about meet me halfway, 750? She went, £8. I was like, okay, yeah, fine. I sort of said to her, does it work? And she said, oh, yeah, there was no power in it. Brought it back, charged it up. It's fine. And it's got FIFA 09 in it, which is a game which you had in the box. But yeah. Get it reading. Make sure it's starting to show it loading, but yeah, not bad for come on.
The Great War raged between Imperia and Nordock.
Still loading up.
The Imperial Emperor sought to conquer Nordock once and for all, but the barbarian king resisted.
So there you go.
The only land to withstand the power of Imperia.
£8.
Sensing the
Newer model.
affinity gods
Job's a good one.
to stop the senseless
So it was actually worth it from that end.
rain and fire,
And that was about it.
but man's destiny.
Literally right towards the death now. I was with my mate who collects toys, and we were just chatting. Because he's going to do a, I don't know, I know car boot collectors, I don't know if he's going to be coming up or anybody else is into their vintage toys. There's a vintage toy show at the NEC in Birmingham. End of this month. So I'll come along and give you a hand, like, because I told you before he's got loads of shit, loads of stuff. Come along and give you a hand because it'd be interesting. I haven't been to a toy fair before, vintage toy fair, whatever you call it. I think it's not vintage, it's just a toy fair. And we were just chatting about that, and he was sort of saying, yeah, I've been pricing stuff up and blah 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 blah. Anyway, he goes, I'm going to hit you off, I'm going to get gone in a minute. I was like, yeah, no worries. So I was saying, my other friend was standing, And as we were all sort of walking along the aisles, we sort of said, "Oh, there's another car's turn up there." Because I've told you before, they tag them on the end. And as we walk towards that one, it was like a camper van. Another white car pulled up in front, and I was like, "White car?" He's like, "Yeah, white car."
Were all but destroyed. The few survivors of that terrible day vowed never.
He's like, "Oh, youngish couple, yeah, but like my age or a little bit younger, or his age." But yeah, guy gets out of the car and I just sort of obviously say, "No, yeah, don't suppose you've got any video games have you in there, pal?" He's like, "I have. I've got loads." And I was like, "Oh, thank God, I'm a mate." He went, "I don't suppose you've got any action figures, have you?" And he was like, "No." He's like, "Oh, for fuck." I said, "Sorry." He went, "But Lego." He likes his Lego as well. He's like, "Nah, might have a bit of Lego." So he was alright. So this guy pulls out a couple of crates, and there were a lot of like current gen stuff in there. And I was like, "Oh yeah." He's like, "What sort of stuff you after?" I goes, "To be honest, anything." I said, he goes, "Well, I've got like some PS2 and maybe like current gen." I said, "Oh, so to be honest, I'm really into the older stuff." And he went, "Oh, his girlfriend, I think her name was Rachel. No, he's Rachel." He said, "Oh, did you bring the Super Nintendo?" She was like, "No." And I was like, "Oh no." Anyway, I started sorting through some of the games. He had like 2 boxes he'd priced differently, so he'd done his bit of research. But it's so difficult because they were so late. Everybody, man, all the Arabs were around there, fucking hands and everything. Not in the. To be fair to them guys, right? They ain't that fucking rude like the Hag Bag. But I missed a trick because he pulled out another crate that had like DVDs in it. But in the DVD section was this Slim Silver with all the hookups and all that shit. And I could hear this Arab guy sort of saying, "Hey boss, how much for this?" Kind of thing. And I'd managed to sort of whittle through some of the games. I thought, actually, I wouldn't mind having these if for the right price, which I didn't know what the price was anyway at this point in time. And the guy was sort of saying 10 quid on the PS2, silver PS2, and the sort of guy was like, "Oh, £5," and he was like, "Nah," because I've only just got it. Literally, wait, yeah, I don't know, just got it here. And he was quite a good. Well, to be fair to him, the Arab guy went, "Well, I can't have it." And he passed it to me. He goes, "Oh, I know you're after these sort of things." I went, "Yeah." I said, I'll have it. I'll bundle it together." Because I've had like a bundle of stuff. So, in another box, which I kind of missed, but my mate who was looking at the Lego pointed out to me, was a couple of X360 controllers, a black one and a white one, with everything on them. So, a point to note, right? CX will only take these if they've got like that on, and also they've got to have the serial number on them. And you can usually tell that the sort of the quality of these things anyway. And they look fine. They've both got that. So 2 360 controllers, Slim Silver with all the hookups, and the following games. So he said initially these games are £4 each. Shit you not, I was like, "Fucking hell." But when I was sort of bundled together, I'll show you in it. 4 out of 3. Forza Horizon, the orange box, and a very nice Dead Rising steel tin. All 360 games. So I had them, 2 controllers, silver PS2. He went, "Right, that's a £10, that's £4. I went, 20 quid? Before he even finished talking, he went, "Alright, yeah, go on then." So that was a really good buy actually. Because like I say, I mean, other than the odd dink on these, I'm pretty sure they're working fine. Some people you can just tell, they ain't chances and the stuff ain't going to be shit. So that was a pretty good. Towards the end, it was like, that's a nice little bundle there. And I just sort of thought to myself, I said to him, when it died down a little bit, I just said to him about, the sort of Nintendo. Because is it yours? He goes, "No, it's my wife's, my girlfriend's, whatever." Which I subsequently know his name's Rachel. So I went over to her, I said, about the Nintendo. So whereabouts are you? And they're about half an hour's drive away. So I said, "Well, I'd be interested in it. Do you know what you've got with it, kind of thing?" I didn't really ask if it was boxed or not. I didn't want to give too much away. I know it sounds daft, but in this day and age, it doesn't take fucking 5 minutes just to hop onto internet, is it, and start checking stuff. If someone shows too much of an interest, so I had to be. I don't know, you have to sort of fight, choose your battles a little bit. And I just sort of said to her, well, what have you got? And she reeled off a couple of games and said, yeah, I'm definitely interested. What sort of price? She said, well, what do you think? And I went, I was a bit, I wasn't like lowballing it, sort of say a 10. I said, well, I don't know, 25, 30 quid. She's like, that's fine. Yeah, we'll do that, 30 quid then. I was like, okay, fine, cool. So she took my number. She didn't offer her number. I didn't want to push it too much. I was thinking, oh god, it ain't gonna happen. And left it at that. Obviously, that was, I say, once I just turned up a little bit after, because I was with there at the boot with my mate who's standing. I mentioned it to him, and I started thinking, thought, he's gonna go home. He's gonna find the stuff out. He's gonna check it. Because he obviously knew, because what he said to me was about Dead Rising 4, Dead Rising, he said £4, he goes, I know I can get £6 for that online. So I'm thinking, he's done a little bit of research. I'm thinking, fucking hell. I don't know what that's worth, by the way, I haven't checked. But I just thought to myself, yeah, they're going to go back, he's going to dig all this stuff out, and he's going to go, I'll just check, let me just check. And I just thought, can't have that. So I sort of popped back about an hour or so later, and just said, just wondering, in terms of the Super Nintendo, would it be possible to pop over and get it later? After you've just finished it, is it to hand? She said, oh yeah, I've got it all there. So is that all right? She said, yeah, I'll get back to you. Still didn't offer a number. I didn't want to didn't want to push it too much. And before I was about to make this video, previously the phone went and it was her texting saying, oh, are you still interested in it? I found a couple more games. I was like, yes. So my wife took me over there. A little bit hectic because the sat nav suddenly died as well. So I had to start using my phone, which is a bit of a ball ache. So it was a bit of a. It wasn't as slick as I wanted it to be. So for 35 quid, so we agreed £30. She said she found a couple more bits, and she actually did say to me afterwards as well, this is just what she's got in her house. Apparently her mum and dad, she may have some of the stuff, said, well look, you got my number, let me know. Do you know what, I not even looked at this system, and it is in, other than a few bits of scuffs that can come out with a bit of alcohol, it's in great condition. No yellowing at all. Let me have a quick look. So oh yeah, I've got two. Oh, two. I did not know that. That's worth its weight in gold. Right. So for the trek over, and a bit of earache from Mrs. because she was getting. It's a Sunday. She didn't want to go out driving, but she did it for me. Bless her. So for all the headache, and whatnot, we got me, we got us, we got the channel, we got me. I sound like a bit, don't they? We got us, we got the channel. No, we got a very nice Super Nintendo, a very nice one. There's no yellowing on that at all.
The Imperial Emperor sought to conquer Nordock once and
It just needs a bit of a wipe over. There's a few, the black scuff things that will come out with a bit of alcohol. That is a fantastic example of a SNES. Really is. The all-important charger. Fucking gold dust these bastard things are. Shitty fucking RF coax. 2 controllers.
but man's destiny would not be denied.
2 official controllers. And some games. I'm sure she said it was 7 or 8, but I'm not going to argue. So, in the least good order. Pug's Scavenger Hunt, still a good game. Definitely, I know I've got that. I think I've got all of these. All in fantastic condition though. Honestly, there's a little bit, just the old discolouring, a little bit on the two-tonage going on. But the labels and that are great. Super Mario All-Stars. I was, again, like I said, I didn't ask if any of this was boxed. I didn't want to sort of, you know, set the hairs running kind of thing. I just wanted to, I was hoping when I turned up it would be, so we kind of met in the car park. And we should come over to the carrier bag and thought, well, they're not boxed, are they? It's a shame, but it's not the end of the world, honestly. Again, another very good copy of Donkey Kong Country.
The few survivors of that terrible day vowed never to let darkness rise.
Now this one, I don't think I've got a PAL version. I think I've only got a Japanese version. So this is a keeper. Donkey Kong 3, Donkey Kong Country 3, Dixie's Kong. Dixie's Kongs. Dixie Kongs. Dixie's Kongs. Dixie Kong's Double Trouble. Not Dixie Kong, Dixie's Kong Double Trouble. Dixie Kongs. Yeah, I think I've already got that Japanese. And then, again, another great example of Super Mario Kart. So for a little bit of a headache, you know, to the wife, I don't know, I was, you know, a little bit like, please take me over. Although I did exhaust all avenues prior to that. I think that was worth it. So that's it. I've got a few more things coming from CEX, hopefully. I've got to send some of them, return some of them bits and bobs back though. But in the end, technically not from the car boot, still via the car boot. Always pays to ask.
The Great War raged between Imperia and Nordock.
That's it, gang. Take it easy now. Speak to you soon. Bye bye. Help. YouTube of the month. Get over there. Get voting. Come on. Stop watching this shit. See you later. Bye bye.